Wow, we have crossed over into a brand new year. This is the very first video I've produced this year. Sure, I posted some on Facebook of the worship service last night and that awesome experience and the messages contained therein on my Facebook page. However, with regards to this is my first one, my first individual post. I've chosen to speak on crossing over. Crossing over. Some of us, people I've known, don't like crossing over bridges. And really don't like crossing over bridges to cover a body of water. Though they may love the water, they don't like crossing over bridges to cover a body of water. However, often in my past experience growing up near the coast and learning to travel to the coast of North Carolina, I had to cross over rivers by means of bridges to get to the larger body of water, the ocean, the beach associated with the ocean. I bring that up to say that crossing over quite often can lead you to some of the greatest joys, some of the greatest things in life, some of the greatest, oh my God, just when I've been on that road trip now, to see the ocean in the distance as I hit the crest of that bridge and I can see it. And I'm like, it's worth crossing over a smaller body of water to get there. If you're catching this video, then you've crossed over some things that were uncomfortable to you in 2023. You've arrived at today, January 1, 2024. Or whenever you're catching this video, you arrived at this new day. You crossed over some things to bring you to today. So, are you looking at the horizon? You look at your horizon today as I'm out and about in the community doing different things. Riding here and there, promoting my book with the signage in my car, promoting my podcast with the signage in my car. As I'm out and about, I've thought about last year again, how I crossed over from being a single man to being a married man. I crossed over to having my book published, Split Souls in Transition. I crossed over of not creating that much content to creating content now on a regular basis. This episode, as I'm going to call it, because it will eventually be a podcast episode, an audio format. My podcast, Life is But More Than Living. For now, it's a video presentation for YouTube. And a year ago, I'm like, God, I don't mind doing video presentations. I just don't like the way I look sometimes on those presentations. However, because I'm doing all this like straight up raw, y'all. But some of the greatest content creators are those who just give it to you as it is. They don't dress up with a bunch of fluff. They just come at you. So I'm coming at you now to say that just like crossing over that bridge when I was traveling towards the beach, and sometimes the heights of the bridges could be were a little bit intimidating. Especially going on towards Nags Head, Kildover Hill. But you're really up there. If you've never traveled to North Carolina, Outer Banks, and you get a chance to go. If you're intimidated slightly by bridge hikes over bodies of water, then go. Because what you'll find on the other side is amazing, especially in spring and summertime. Just like what you will find when you're willing to cross over things such as my challenge to do more videos, such as posting regular content out there. It's generating a lot of traffic now. People paying attention. Not that I'm somebody super special. I'm just an ordinary guy trying to make it. An ordinary guy who believes that no matter what happens to him, he wins. Ordinary guy who has a wife who loves telling the world that I'm married to a rich man. I kind of laugh and chuckle about that because riches come in many forms. However, what she's saying is basically she's casting a vision for us, for me, for us. We'll live different lifestyle based on our finances, current. So we'll cross over from where we're at to where we must go to live the lifestyle we desire. We will cross over not only because of our efforts from where we're at. We'll cross over because we know that God is leading us. God is leading us. So many folks focus on the poverty of God. But there's many biblical texts that talks about the riches of God. Riches that he's willing to share with each and every one of us if we are willing to cross over more deeply in our faith walk. And so, yes, this year I'm going to go deeper on talking about faith. Because I find when I don't, I start slipping back in some things, and I fail to realize that even with all of my abilities to do, it is he, the master creator, the master creative, that allows you and I to be creatives. If we're willing to tap into those things which makes us uncomfortable, we're willing to cross over from uncomfortable things into things which will benefit us each and every day of our lives. So yes, let's cross over together collectively. Step into whatever God has in store for you. If you ain't not sure, pray solitary prayers, pray with someone else. Pray, do what you have to do in whatever context you choose to approach God in. But for me, I'm going to start swinging hard towards that thing of acknowledging where my gifts, abilities truly come from. I'm choose to cross over to all that God has in store for me. I encourage you to do likewise. To cross over into all that you desire or believe God has in store for you. Some of you may catch this video and say, well, Alfred, you're going to be super religious now. This ain't about being religious. This ain't about being super spiritual. If anyone ever questions some of the things of religion and religiosity, it's not I. What this is about is knowing that there's more to cross over than just when one dies. And the hope is that one crosses over to a better space. Faith is about crossing over in the now. Holding that which you cannot see as if you can see it. See it. Beholding it. Being focused, being driven, paying attention to what's in front of you. So that you can truly cross over into better. 2024 is already here. It's already here. Are you going to just be a person of words? Or a person of action without words? Or a person with faith in action through your words and deeds? Or you can be that person who's willing to cross over that which is uncomfortable for a moment, such as crossing over a bridge, like I talked about traveling to the Outer Banks, which is uncomfortable for some, but they are willing to cross over those bridges to get closer to the ocean, to embrace the beauty of the ocean. And if they choose to perhaps even get up in the morning, as I have done, watch the beautiful sunrise over that ocean. What meant that crossing over that bridge was nothing compared to the blessing of watching a beautiful sunrise on that ocean, that sandy beach. The things that may bring you the greatest joy in life. I'm going to wrap it up with this. The things that bring you the greatest joy are often require you being willing to cross over something that makes you uncomfortable. Come along with me and let's cross over together. If you like this content, please follow me, subscribe to it on YouTube. Check out my book, podcast, all that I do, by means of the links. This is not a journey of one. This is a journey of us. Together, we can cross over to better than what we currently have as 2024 moves forward. Let's cross over together.